Hello, we are at ITB 2018 on the third day with Sutheash. He's the Managing Director for Sri Lanka Tourism. How are you today?
Oh, good, great, lovely, very excited to be at ITB. We have had some exciting times the last 2 days.
Tell me, what are your plans for 2018?
For 2018, I think we are going to really focus on our top 8 markets to promote Sri Lanka. We're planning some global media campaign on CNN, followed by some digital marketing campaign for top 5 markets, which would include Germany, France, Sri Lanka, India, and China. And thereafter, we would follow by a global campaign for our top 8 markets, which would expect to come end of the year or early next year, or in 2019 January. We're also planning to have some exciting world-class events. We just finished some couple of events the last 6 months. We had the Asia Pacific Choir Games in Sri Lanka, which is the first in South Asia, which is a qualifier to World Choir Games. Then 2 weeks ago we had the Ironman, which is the world #1 user sports for the first time in South Asia in Colombo, which is going to be an annual event and grow out to be a full-blown Ironman event shortly in the couple of years. We also had a Broadway shows, which is really initiated by one of our leading industry player, which is the first of it was The Sound of Music, and more to come of these things. These are some of the first in South Asia world-class events. These are some events we are planning to make Sri Lanka a happening place. Apart from the destination itself, it's full of diversity and authenticity in a very compact place, which can give a lot of memorable experience. We want to top it up with some of these world-class events, So we might see more of this happening this year.
Well, can you tell me something about MICE opportunities in Sri Lanka?
Yeah. So MICE opportunity, so that's excellent. I think we are not comparing ourselves with Singapore, which has a much bigger capacity to accommodate MICE, but we have the diversity that which can give you different types of ambience, whether in different parts of the country, whether it's in a beach or in a plantation, or whether it's in a hill country or in a heritage background. We have some very thematic some hotels which have the capacity in different parts of the country to host anything between 500,000 people. So those are some of the MICE, and we have had quite a few MICE programs in the recent past. Some of them are related to professional trade business. Right now, I think just before I came to ITB, we had high-level Spanish trade outbound trade association was present to hold their annual general meeting in Sri Lanka end of the year. We had this now, which is the French outbound travel association. They had their annual general meeting in last year, so previous year. So these are some of the things we are very much related to trade and travel and leisure MICE programs that we have had. We also have plans to meet up with corporates, particularly targeting India, to have some of their incentives programs in Sri Lanka, because it's an ideal place. It's just a couple of hours away from India, different parts of the country. I mean, even from New Delhi, it's about 3 hours. So for a night's weekend programs. So these are some of the things that we're promoting.
Besides, I can understand Germany is a big market for you. Which are the new European destinations you are trying to market Sri Lanka?
Yeah, so some of the new destinations, so Germany, France, and if I may include UK as well to Europe. These are some of the traditional markets that have been with us for a couple of decades. So what we have built on these markets, the trust that we've built, the repeated customers that have been, even through the tough times of Sri Lanka, we want to leverage on that to the rest of Europe. So we are seeing increased interest in Europe, particularly from Netherlands. We have seen after establishment of KLM having a direct flight to Colombo, we saw that growing by about 25% last year. We are also seeing growth in places like Italy, Belgium. These are some of the joining countries that have really grown. we will see quite a bit of interest. I think we're visiting also the Nordic part of the Europe. There's quite a lot of interest, and we have had discussions with the Swiss Air wanting to start charter flights end of this year, which will really capture the high end of Swiss market coming into Sri Lanka. So these are some of the markets which we would like to leverage on based on some of the experience that they have with France and Germany and UK.
Tell me something exciting in Sri Lanka, what we must try to do if we are there for a week.
Oh, there are plenty of things that you can do depending on what each would like. Different people like to have different types of combination because Sri Lanka is a place full of diversity. We have in terms of diversity, whether it's wildlife or whether it's heritage, beaches, whether it's adventure, or you want to play golf, or want to try some outside like adventure sports like scuba diving or hot air balloon or snorkeling. These are some of the things that we can do depending on each one's interest. So I think there are plenty of options, and that is where is our unique selling proposition. There are plenty of options that are available, each one's interest to choose to do in a week. Generally, Europeans, they stay there for about 11 to 14 days. They spend a lot of time on the heritage side, beaches and wildlife.
I'm sure it is definitely the wonder of Asia. Thank you so much for talking to me.
It's a pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much.